Your favorite technology show, Tech Today, is on the road yet again. I'm here in Arlington, Virginia. This behind me is Amazon's second headquarters here in the US. It's going to be an exclusive first look on the show and, of course, the big Amazon event. All I can tell you as a spoiler alert is AI, and a lot of AI. In fact, that's not just the Amazon event we're talking about. We're going to take you to the other coast of the United States with another Tech Today exclusive and so much more AI happening back home as well. I'm your host, Ayush Alavadi, and this is Tech Today. Well, this might look like an ordinary smart speaker, but this is the newly launched Echo Show 8 here at Amazon HQ2 in Arlington, Virginia. That's where I am at the big Amazon launch event. And what makes this one really special is a new small technology hack, which seems incremental, but can be a game changer. And that's essentially called far field. So if I want to consume content and I'm closer to the Echo Show device, it will be displayed like this. But if I walk a few steps back, it will then adjust or adapt the content for me to see it from this particular distance. Now, how is this possible? It's possible using proximity sensors, the camera right over here. You can see it's already adjusted for me coming back right over here, closer to the device. It also has, well, a new speaker at the back, which is much improved. It comes with spatial audio and can really sort out, well, a room with all the cabinets and figure out where it tosses the audio in what proportion. So much better sound quality, way more immersive, but it is $150 here in the US. This is one of those Amazon products which will make its way to India. There's a bunch of announcements here at the Amazon event. Now, some of those products you might not see in India. We will show you those on Tech Today. This is your exclusive first look of the Echo Show 8. But the big buzzword for Amazon this time was generative AI. Alexa is getting smarter, it's supercharged, and, well, it's a lot more conversational. The wake words change, the way you talk to it changes, the way you interact changes. And the person who's been behind all of this, the real brain behind Alexa, had a chat with me. Well, let's give you a snippet of that conversation. Well, we've always known Alexa is a very smart personal assistant, but here at the big Amazon launch event, I think it's been supercharged a little bit more. Generative AI is the buzzword, and the man who's behind this transformation and revolution is standing here with me in Arlington yet again. Rohit Prasad, what a pleasure to have you yet again in the outdoors, though. I think this is becoming a habit with the two of us.
Yes. Last time we were in Vegas, it was hot. Today is much better weather.
It's much better weather. I'm going to have a nice walk and talk with you as well. But when we talk about the Alexa announcement, yes, there was Echo Show devices and so much more that was announced in the lineup. But this focus on Alexa and generative AI, Rohit, I think the time is now and the time seems right given what Microsoft has done with ChatGPT, what Google's done with Bard. But this becomes a lot more conversational, a lot more relatable, and a little smarter as well.
So first, I'm super excited because I feel how I felt in 2014. Then we were bringing a personal assistant in ambient homes, which nobody had done before. And today we have taken another big step, which is to take generative AI and make it useful in homes through a personal AI that is there for you when you need it, and it recedes to the background when you don't. And it's happening because we're able to take the powers of generative AI or large language models in general and combine it with real-time devices and services to the scale that no one has done it before, and integrate personal context of what you like to eat, what you like to watch, what you like to listen to, what games you watch. And in addition, we wanted Alexa to be that trusted AI with that fun personality that it is, and have aligned this model to be optimal for voice interactions in homes with people from 2 years old to 100 years old.
What I find fascinating is that you guys are doing this with a plan, of course. And whilst we walk, I will talk about that plan. What's interesting is you're talking about 5 pillars with which you want to build, well, your AI plan. And you are up on stage saying it very tersely. I saw the pie charts all intersecting as well. But that is key.
Yes.
Because we talk about responsible AI, we talk about being conversational, relatable. You want to touch upon some of those themes as well?
Yeah, actually. So first and foremost, along with that transformation of large language models that are very powerful at generating text, they're very good at taking context and resolving it. In terms of if you were referring, you don't refer to me with Rohit every time. You say you, so occasionally, which is using pronouns. Those are implicit powers of the large language models. But if you're using it in voice interactions, you need world-class interaction paradigm. You need to be just look at you And if I'm looking at you, I'm intent to speak to you and not use your name.
Absolutely.
So that's an important first step. Then the way you and I talk is very natural and intuitive, but if you remember the voice assistants, like how we talk to them, it's a little more sort of use certain words, don't pause, and then it becomes a bit unnatural.
Yeah.
And we are eliminating that barrier too with a new speech recognition engine that converts audio into text as free-flowing as you and I are talking. So, and then, of course, marrying it with the large language model makes the best of the world, but then you have to still speak back in the same expressive way. If you are engaging with me and it's a joyful topic, I should respond joyfully. And if it's a somber one, then it should be more empathetic tone. So being able to model your tone and the emotional variations is in how you speak back is incredible. So this is the science of the conversation coming together. And then I think Alexa, how many times I hear about Alexa is my loved assistant, or the people say I love Alexa. So that means the personality has to be as relatable, and that works for everyone. And I think those are important elements that are truly standing out here.
That's what interesting is that, of course, we have Alexa getting a lot smarter, but that little bit of emotion coming in makes it a lot more relatable.
A lot more relatable, a lot more, because just being smart is not sufficient.
Absolutely.
Being relatable is super important.
Just one very quick thing before we wrap up, Rohit, is there's so much happening at the back end. And as a user, when you're considering what the experience is like, you just look at that interface, which you guys are doing a great job in making better. But you want to touch upon all the APIs, all the LLM piece, all the data at the back end with all the checks and balances, because that's what a lot of people will want to know about.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the way I think of it is this is one of the largest integration of a myriad of APIs and services. If you just saw the demo today, it was connected to the real internet. It was connected to the real-time feed of how many yards did Geno Smith throw for. So if you start putting it all together, the number of services that it's integrating is in the hundreds and the thousands. So, and this is still at the very beginning, but still that big. And then you have to think about all the machine learning components that are working in concert to make that complex become incredibly simple. Because we do want you as a customer to not have to have the cognitive load of thinking about how does this technology work versus just use it and get the utility out of it.
And very quickly, when you talk about the future of AI revolution, as an AI expert, Rohit, do you think the future of what you're doing at Amazon will eventually need to be a lot more interoperable, perhaps work with other providers and other tech companies to maybe make this one of the primary solutions when we're talking about AI? Your vision and understanding of conversational or generative AI.
I think we have been always, from the very beginning, all for interoperability as well as giving customers the selection. Because that's the right thing. If you look at Amazon, it has the largest selection of products we sell. If you look at AWS Bedrock, it has multiple LLM providers in there because we want customers to have that selection. If you look at Alexa, we have multiple services that are some of not our own, even in the industry we are in, like Amazon Music you can use for music, but you can also use Spotify for music. And interoperability, we also introduced Voice Interoperability Initiative, which is VII, that we were one of the founders for that, and we'll continue to invest in those areas.
Super duper, Rohit. Absolute pleasure having you on Tech Today yet again, and we hope to have you very soon in India, and then we'll have this conversation with a lot more local flavors, sights and sounds, and get you back home.
Thank you so much.
Cheers, Rohit.
Thank you. Thank you.